If you can see this in a theater with people, I recommend that so highly.
Okay, so last year we had one of the big indie horror hits of the year, Longlegs, and Osgood Perkins is back adapting Stephen King with The Monkey.
The monkey, the titular monkey, is an evil monkey. And they have done the most brilliant marketing job at Neon with this movie, from the posters to the little mini weird trailers and pieces of video they're putting on Instagram. So like they know what they have and they're having a really good time with it. So you've probably heard of the monkey because you kind of can't hide from him. Come subscribe, come hang out. We love this kind of weird horror movie here. And it's just fun. You know, we're here for fun. We like fun. At a time where movies are serious and heavy, all the awards contenders, The Monkey is a breath of fresh air.
There you go.
And blood and guts.
Hello, brother. Bill. The monkey that likes killing our family. It's back. It must be vanquished.
So we're going to try not to spoil this for you because there are many wondrous surprises and things for you to learn and enjoy about the monkey. But what we can say is that in the beginning of this, Christian Convery plays twins. This is a kid who was in Cocaine Bear. Here he's playing identical twins, Hal and Bill. Hal is kind of sweet and sensitive. Bill is a bully and is mean to his other brother. And it's how they had this toy monkey that they got from their father, and it's like the last remaining thing from him, and he took off, and their mom is Tatiana Maslany, and she's trying to keep the family together, but they had this wind-up toy monkey with a little drum, and it looks so sweet and kind of old-fashioned and wholesome, but when you turn the key, someone dies. Different people die when the monkey raises his little paw and starts to beat the drum. Flash forward to 25 years later, they think they have gotten rid of the monkey. The twins are now being played by Theo James. And they're both kind of stunted still and kind of traumatized by the events that occurred from their youth. And it's how they realize they've got to get together once more. They are estranged, but they're going to get rid of this monkey, get the monkey off their back. Literally, they're going to have to work together to kill it. I dug this movie so much. It is so fun. It is so wild. It's this incredible tonal balance. Osgood Perkins wrote and directed it. It's based on a Stephen King story, but he's kind of made it his own. It's a wild movie. It's a bloody, gory, crazy movie, but there's also a undercurrent of shared trauma that grounds it and is very personal for Osgood Perkins. He has talked about this as far as enduring trauma at a young age, and with a brother. He's not a twin, but he's got a brother who's a couple of years older than him. His father, of course, was Anthony Perkins, who was closeted and died of AIDS. His mother died on 9/11. She was in one of the planes on 9/11.
Barry Berenson, yeah.
Really horrible, like high-profile, shocking deaths. And so he's sort of exploring that feeling through this, but you don't have to know that to get into it. I love Theo James in both of these roles because it's a reach to think that he is one dweeby weirdo, much less two. But he's really good in this, and he gets to show a ton of range in each version of this character. So I dug it, and I laughed the whole way through. What'd you think?
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I did not come in knowing that it was going to be funny at all, and immediately realized, oh, Jesus, you know.
Is it?
It is akin to the Final Destination movies in that people don't just die. They die from very elaborate, bizarre kind of Rube Goldberg setups, and it's very twisted, and you're laughing and screaming at the same time, kind of. Yeah, I don't know that it entirely sticks the landing on the family trauma as much as it wants to, but it gets there. It you know, the good Theo James twin has a teenage son from whom he is estranged, and he's only estranged from him because he's afraid that the monkey is going to get him, or that he's going to get wrapped up in all the monkey shenanigans. And so that's why he's been keeping him at a distance, you know, for what he thinks is for the kid's own good, but if all the kid can see is, well, my dad doesn't want to be around me. And so yeah, the fact that they have to like work through this and figure out like, is there a way to end it, you know, to come to some conclusion with it? You know, yeah, it's effective, and I think the movie, like nails its tone and maintains it throughout all the way to the very, very end.
Yeah.
Some great supporting performances. Tatiana Maslany is their mother. There's a fun, brief appearance by Mr. Perkins himself as one of the characters. Yeah, I had a great time. If you can find something outrageously gory funny, then this movie is absolutely up your alley.
Well, the thing is, it's so extreme.
Yeah.
It's so itchy and scratchy, right?
Yes.
Yes, people die and it's bloody, but it's so over the top.
Yes,
it is
insanely.
so not in any way resembling the real world. One of the many funny little videos that Neon put out was like showing this movie to a couple of morticians and getting their take on, like, have you seen bodies show up like this? And of course, no, they have not, because it is what happens is so extreme and often so blunt and so quick. Like the sound design is really effective. There's like a whole montage of death that's just builds and builds. And I love too that they don't ever explain the origin of the monkey's evil. Like there's no flashback to an ancient curse. It just is, and you have to deal with it.
Yeah. For sure. And the movie kind of, it flirts with a lot of sort of bigger ideas. Like there's one point where Tatiana Maslany says something along the lines of like, nothing means anything or everything means everything. One of the two, and it's just sort of like, it is a movie that sort of embraces the idea of nihilism, but also the idea of like transcendentalism. I don't know.
Yeah. Everyone dies and that's fucked up is what she says.
Yeah, exactly.
You're going to die. I'm going to die. Your friends are going to die. Everyone's going to die. And like the kids are like, what are you saying to me?
So
but
let's dance and eat ice cream,
Yeah, like there's like kindness in that too. There's like a seize the moment in it, and there's like an existential kind of piece to it. Like oddly, that's what emerges from this. Yeah, Christian Convery is great as both kids too, because they're written very distinctly, but then he finds they. It feels like it's two people.
No,
it's one kid.
I didn't know. I knew Theo James was doing double duty, but I thought they got two kids. It's like, oh no, that's one kid. That's amazing.
Yeah, if you can see this in a theater with people, I recommend that so highly.
For sure.
I just did a Q&A last night with Osgood Perkins, and it was a packed, sold-out house at the Vista, which is one of the theaters that Quentin Tarantino owns here in town. So they were pumped for it, and I feel like that experience increasingly is rare in a world where things go straight to streaming that you would ordinarily see in a theater, whether it's a sci-fi movie or a romance. It's going straight to Netflix. It's going straight to Apple. So this is a great chance to like get with people and laugh and scream.
Totally. I recently got to finally see Barb and Star go to Vista Del Mar projected and with an audience, because LA Film Critics is doing a series at the Egyptian for our 50th anniversary, and that was one of our winners. And that's a movie that no one got to see in the theater because of the pandemic, and that audience was so primed for it, and it played so well to a crowd. And this movie, I think, also in the same way that like Barbarian did, plays really great with a crowd. So by all means, go out and see it in the theater if you can.
For sure. And this is so different from Longlegs. Like if you saw Longlegs and you think, oh, I know who this filmmaker is, like this is really different. And a really different fun swing in the other direction.
I still haven't seen Longlegs. I'm going to catch up, I promise.
It's good. It's like creepy, understated, and this is just like wildly bloody in your face.
Well, right. And that's why I didn't expect it to be funny, because I had heard Longlegs was so intense, and this is like, not that. So good on you. Osgood Perkins clearly has a lot of different dark colors in his paint box.
All various shades of dark red.
Exactly.
What is your number then? I'm going to say like an 8.3 because it does what it does really well.
I was just going to say 8.3 actually. Okay. So we're, for sure. The Monkey, it's opening wide this weekend. Go check it out.